2016, November 9th, the highly anticipated fight against Ward, Kovalev, the Crusher, the scariest guy in the division. A lot of people feel that way. I know I do. Big fight, and a lot of people don't think it delivered. They don't agree with the decision. You got a super slick boxer and Andre Ward. This is a guy that's won a gold medal in 2004 Olympic Games. He's one of few. I mean, he's in a group of elite guys like Sugar Ray Leonard, Ali, De La Hoya, and Andre Ward. Andre, again, and I've said this about Floyd Mayweather, Andre's the same. Andre does not know how to lose. He does not. His brain does not know how to lose. And he was off for a long time. Andre was looked at as the pound-for-pound fighter. And it looked like he spent more time on commentary than he was fighting. And listen, he is a smart guy. He was picking his fights, understandable. He came back. He got some fights in. He looked pretty good. He did what he had to do to win. You know, I mean, his talent, his career speaks for itself, you know. But he's going against Kovalev, the Crusher. This is number 2. Now, in the first fight, Kovalev caught him, hurt him, and he wasn't able to finish him. Hats off to Andre Ward for having the ability to recover and to fight in a way that kept him from getting hit with that punch again. That's not the fan favorite, you know, way to fight. We don't want to see it that way, but it is the sport where you're supposed to hit and not get hit. Andre did what he had to do to win. Like I said, he only knows how to win. That's it. But he went against Kovalev, who's a guy that is known as the Crusher, a puncher, you know, knocks people out. Not only that, listen, this is a very, very violent man in the ring. Make no mistake about it. This guy is in there to hurt you. And in this fight, the number 2 with Andre Ward, he is definitely looking to make a statement. He feels he won that fight. So you've got a guy in Kovalev that can punch, but he can box. He's proven this. Kovalev is, in my opinion, much more well-rounded as a fighter than what was thought of him even, you know, what, a year or 2 ago. I mean, he was looked at just a puncher. What will he do if he's got a box? Well, we've seen it. When he fought Bernard, yes, Bernard was up in age. But regardless, Bernard looked sharp in that fight. He got caught early. He survived. He made it a fight. Nothing but respect for Bernard Hopkins, man. I got to give him a shout out for that. But the point being, guys, this is a man that not only can punch and end the night, but he also can box. That's going to cause a problem. Now, with Andre Ward, he is the better boxer. There's no doubt about it. On paper, pedigree, what he's done, skill-wise, he is the better boxer. You have to give that to him. You have to give that to him. Now, this fight coming up, they both know what to expect. So they're kind of going in there. I think Andre Ward maybe will be a different fighter in this fight, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. But they both know what to expect from each other. But will we see a different Ward? Will we see a smarter, a better prepared Andre Ward? Will we see, you know, a more confident Kovalev, you know, looking to finish Ward? You can't go 12 rounds with Kovalev and not get caught. I mean, you're going to get touched. How will Andre react when he gets touched again? Big question. We don't know. Now, Ward, in this fight right here, and this is my opinion, guys, because Andre stepped aside for so long, because he did pick those fights, you had other fighters step up. And I don't care if it's down in a weight class on 112, 117, 120, and you got Chocolatito. It doesn't matter. He took the time off. The attention was taken from Andre, and for good reason, because he was not performing. But now he's had the time to watch tape, to look at his mistakes. Andre's an extremely cerebral fighter, very smart, student of the game. Are we going to see a different Andre Ward in this fight? I think we're going to see the best Andre Ward that there is. Andre will show up. He will be the best he can be in this fight. And I'm going to tell you, if Andre shows up and tries to, let's say, win the fight on points, okay? Andre's going to run, jab, run, clinch, boom, 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 get tight, clinch, 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 hold, hold, hold. The fans aren't going to put up with this. The fans are ready, and the ones I'm speaking to are talking about this in the last fight. Now, I give Andre a pass, man. It's a tough fight. He's in there to win. This is his business. It's his livelihood, and he did what he had to do. This fight right here, if Andre Ward runs, if he tries to just clinch and hold, I believe not only is he going to lose the fight fighting that way, but also the fans are going to dissipate. He will not be able to sell those fights. The word pound for pound's best is not going to be mentioned again. It won't be. I mean, it just won't be. I have nothing but respect for Andre Ward. I mean, he definitely one of my favorite guys. I love him commentating. But I got to say, man, as a fighter, I love Kovalev. He is a fighter. He's in there to do business, and that's it. He's a fan favorite. Why? Because he goes in there to finish fights, and he does what he does. He can box, but he's going to catch you. He's going to catch you. So I guess if we break it down and we go to the keys of the fight for me, and the keys for Andre Ward, box. Andre, box. Double the jab. Oh, man. You've got to have movement. You can never stand still. You've got to keep Kovalev turning. He can't plant his feet to throw. He's got to constantly be off balance. A lot of feints from Ward. I don't think we're going to get so many feints from Ward as we will Kovalev, but Andre really needs to change that up. He's got to get in the pocket. Andre has to get in the pocket and throw, but he can't stay in the pocket. He's got to exit using angles when he comes out of the pocket. If he stays in that pocket a little too long, he'll get caught. If he exits straight back, he's going to get caught. He's got to exit with angles. That's all there is to it. There's no other way around that. Now, Kovalev overcommits a lot of times. This is an emotional fight for him. He feels he won the first fight. There's no doubt in his mind. And he wants to make a point here. And again, as I said, this is an extremely violent guy, man. He's in the ring to hurt you. Now, outside the ring, you know, if the camera's on, he'll shake your hand and smile. Believe me, he doesn't like you. He doesn't like Andre Ward. He wants to hurt Andre Ward. He's out for himself, and that's what he should be. That's what the fans are paying to watch. So, breaking it down that way, it's real simple. Movement, you know, box Andre, double jab, get in and out of the pocket, use angles coming out when you exit the pocket, work the body. That's always a must for me when I call any fight. Work the body. It's such a huge weapon. And listen, get Kovalev to overcommit. Take advantage of it. Use that speed, that boxing ability to counter. Make him pay. Make him pay. Now, for Kovalev, it's kind of obvious for me. You've got a guy that he's so powerful, and he's just such a violent fighter. I really love him. He kind of reminds me of a Mike Tyson, but you know, Mike was so compact and so powerful and so explosive, and he was so much more talented than people gave him. I mean, his head movement was incredible when Mike was fighting at his best. The best head movement in boxing. You know, I mean, this was a guy that would knock you out, but he worked it. He got inside. He did that. Kovalev, he's a little more hard-headed. I think he's more willing to take a punch so that he can give one. But what Kovalev has to do is he's got to, number one, move forward. Move forward. Keep Andre on his back feet. If Andre does not get Kovalev's respect early, if he doesn't hit him clean with a shot that makes him hesitate, if he does not get that respect, he's in some deep trouble, because I can tell you right now, Kovalev knows in his mind he won that first fight. He's going in there to knock out Andre Ward. He's going in there to knock him out. Andre has got to really be on his P's and Q's in this fight, man, and he's got to deliver for the fans too. So he can't run, he can't clinch, he can't do this. He's got to fight smart, but he's got to fight. Kovalev, pressure, body, head, make him pay every time. He's got to keep him going backwards. And you know, listen, if Kovalev can cut the ring off and be patient and then make his shots count, he cannot go in there and just, you know, let loose and go off on Andre Ward. Andre Ward is way too experienced, too smart for that. He's got to be patient. When he gets the openings, he has to make them count. He cannot overcommit. I want to see a lot of feints coming in there from Kovalev. Andre's going to bite on those. Believe me, when you've got rock like that, you know this man has power, you're going to bite on those. So that's a big deal. Cutting off the ring, totally, that's the key to this fight. Working the body, imposing his will, being patient, you know, not overcommitting. And another thing that's really huge for me is the right hand of Kovalev. If he's able to keep Andre Ward's left hand home, that jab, if Andre is not willing to throw that jab because he's eating a right every time he does, or even once in a while, Andre's not throwing that jab. That jab is key for Andre Ward, for distance, for setting up his combinations, for getting into his rhythm. It is key. Kovalev has the ability to stop that weapon and use it against Ward in this fight. So throwing that right hand is key. Listen, this is a great fight. I'm so excited for boxing, man. This is really incredible to have the best fight and the best. You know, we were talking about Chavez and Canelo and, you know, we had Jacobs and Triple G and all these. This is what it's about. It reminds me when I was younger and I had Tommy Hearns, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, you know, the best of the best of the best in their fighting. Marvin Hagler. We're right there, guys, in boxing, man. So anyone that says boxing's dead, they're out of their mind. I'm saying it every show. Boxing is not dead. This fight is either going to be a sleeper and it's going to toast Andre Ward's career as far as selling fights, or Ward is going to come in prepared and show us what he can really do. And I'm going to tell you something. If Ward loses by knockout, but he's in there fighting and throwing and not running, not holding the clinch, he's going to benefit from the fans. He's going to benefit financially in the next fights. He's going to lose that record. But at the end of the day, you're a fighter. You're an entertainer. Please don't let these entertainers that we get from other organizations and other sports and combat that just talk take over. Let's see the real fighters understand it is entertainment. Don't just try to survive. Get in there, try to win. Try to win. Man, I mean, that's all I got to say. This is really a passionate thing for me. Guys, I appreciate everybody that's on social media speaking about the boxing and everything that's going on. It's rejuvenated me. We do have some backing for a 100% boxing show, and I'm working on it. And I'm going to be looking for a co-host. I've spoken to a couple guys, but this is something that it's my passion. I take it deadly serious. So any ideas, any thoughts, any comments, please let me know. For Fight TV, for Modern Pugilist Entertainment, I'm Dan Cox. This is going to be one hell of a fight. I will see you next time.